Hey everybody, Matt Burke here. Tonight I'm going to be reviewing Savage Sword of Conan. So this is the basically the new modern version of it through Titan Heroic Signatures. It's the oversized magazine format, and it's also in newsprint. It's pretty badass. They're really going full force with the Conan stuff, man. I'm loving it. You can get back in print Conan the Barbarian from the old Marvel stuff. Yeah, man. And you can also get the old Savage Sword of Conan hardback. So that's something I would definitely want on like maybe my birthday list. And then right here it opens up with like the famous Nemedian Chronicles. About how that famous line. Hither came Conan the Cimmerian, black-haired, sullen-eyed, sword in hand, a thief, a reaver, a slayer, with gigantic melancholies and gigantic mirth, to tread the jeweled thrones of the earth under his sandaled feet, so that's the classic stuff. And then it's got some it's just weird though, it's got this picture right here. I think this is from like maybe I think it might have been even from the Marvel run. I don't know, it's just random in there. I don't know why they put that in there. It's kind of weird. I do like the paper though, it feels great. It's got an introduction by Roy Thomas. It's really cool. Kind of talks about how they kicked off the old school Conan. And right here, you got the Robert Delatorre artist. He's my favorite right now on the Conan, man. Main book. I can't wait to start reviewing that too. Freaking awesome. I just going back and collecting those. I actually got this one first. So it kicks off a and we got the Hyborian Age map. Yeah, I gotta say they're really doing a great job with this. They're really trying to put their best feet forward. And yeah, it kicks off this story right here, written by John Curdy, and the artist is Fafnir. I don't know, man. The art looks pretty cool in some spots, but some spots looks like it might be like, I don't know, like 3D rendered or something like that, and traced from 3D modeling or something. I don't know. But the story's pretty cool. It's got Conan. He's spoilers ahead. I'm just letting you guys know. So, giving you a fair warning. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff looks badass. It's definitely cinematic. It has like a movie feel to it, but a black and white kind of movie feel as you're getting into it. And yeah, Conan, he's basically a general in here. He's probably like in his mid 40s, and he's hired by some prince. He's working with this basically like the siege professional chick. She's like a siege specialist, a ballista, and she's making crazy siege weaponry. And you get to basically see these two characters right here. They're like these. Almost like these Nephilim guys, part of the guard of the prince. One of them tries to get one of the guys tries to get a little frisky with the ballista, and they just take his head off. But yeah, they're twin giants. And Conan, yeah, he's basically like showing them the giving them ideas on how he could break into this city. And it kind of has like a slow start to it, but it starts to pick up. And obviously Conan, he's really digging the siege chick, and she's kind of crushing on him. But then the story starts to pick up a little bit. They send in these elephants to go in there. They start ramming the city walls, and then out of nowhere, crash! Just fucking elephants flying. So when that happens, I'm just like, wow, well, what's gonna do that? And then boom, you got like a T-Rex or Allosaurus. It looks like an Allosaurus because it's got the long arms. This is cool. I really like that. I wasn't expecting that. It's something you usually see like giant apes or snakes or something like that in the Conan books. But this fits perfect. It almost, I don't know when they did this story, but it almost reminds me of like something out of Primal. Like, I don't know. Again, Primal, if you guys haven't seen Primal, here's the spoilers. They don't have like a straight hard line of this is the Cretaceous period, this is like, the caveman period. They kind of blend it all together. There's Vikings, there's dinosaurs, all that shit, which I'm cool with, And so, yeah, I think it fits perfectly in the Howardian verse. Just a dinosaur coming out. So this dinosaurs guarding the city, and it's just taking apart these elephants. And you get a pretty cool little battle sequence right here, just tossing the elephants around. Pretty cool way to kick it up. I gotta say though, this is, it's pretty epic. This story. I like some of the art in here. I like the way he draws Conan, but it's weird. Some of it looks like it's I don't know, man, like run through some filters or something. Something's off. But there's this badass fight sequence. He takes on these 2 lions. These are the prince's lions. You could tell though, like just like his cartooning in the face looks really cool. The artist like that too. He bites the helmet. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Cool little like scene right there. I like the way his face looks. Yeah. So you jump into that, and then Conan, he does some recon later on in the story, and he decides that he's gonna like go into the city. So he's using his old like thieving. You know, if you don't know, Conan was like a pirate, a thief, a warrior, a king, a general. You know, throughout his life, and this is one of just the general stories. That's one cool thing about Savage Tales of Conan, that like he could jump around in different parts of his life and just tell like a cool little one-shot story. The story was pretty long. This was something crazy I didn't really expect. He gets in there and, well, this man's been dead for days. So he's trying to figure out basically what's going on. Why are they, what's the deal? Why are they trying to break into the city? You know, if everyone's dead and there's gold, like Conan's going to do it for gold. The king or the prince is supposed to give him gold to break in. So that's why they go in there. And yeah, I'm gonna skip that story right there, the end of it, because I spoiled a lot of it, so I want to leave a little bit for you guys for the end. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty epic. I would say though that I wish that like I would say that I do prefer more of like, you know, the Buscema art, the Del Toro art, where it just looks more like hand drawn to a certain degree. I feel like there was like, again, 3D models and stuff like that. I want something a little more scratchy, a little more gritty, a little more fucking punk, you know, like this right here. Zafino, man, this guy just kills it. I love all the this little texture he does. Panosian, you know, a guy that gets in there and throws down a lot of lines. Walt Simonson, stuff like that. That's what I'm looking for. Love this picture. I think this is an old picture. I almost feel like they bought it off him to put it in here. Cool little little variety too. So you get a Conan story in the beginning. It's pretty long. And then you get a little, you know, a little poem right here by Robert E. Howard with a badass picture. That'd be a cool T-shirt. I'd support that. Then you get a pretty cool short story right here by Zub. You got the Joe Jusko painting from the front. And see, like right here, this is the painting, and it's ran through a black and white filter. I think that's probably what they did with the short story, or I mean with the story in the beginning. But this is a really cool one. It's got Conan basically, he's in the middle of the desert, and he has to take on this basically this band of guys that are kidnapping this girl as part of a cult, and it's pretty well written. A lot of like well described action sequences. The way he handles the situation, pretty cool. And then we get a Solomon Kane story in here, which is pretty awesome, man. It's nice to see Solomon Kane pop up. I really dug that. This story right here, it's in Wales, and it's dealing with a little bit of like Celtic mythology or Welsh mythology, however you want to put it. It's drawn and written by Patrick Zurcher, and you got this big like hulking beast that's going around the countryside, the moors, and just really cool, really well drawn. I think it looks pretty cool. I like it, man. Digging it. Solomon Kane. I will say Solomon Kane, I feel like in the story though, he's seems like he's like, I always imagine him, he's like just a little more cold. Like he has to stay with this like couple. He finds his tracks, you know, and he you know, their livestock's been chewed up and eaten obviously by this beast, so he's there helping them out. They're gonna give him some room and board probably for the night, you know, the weekend. And the husband's pissed off, you know, so he goes into town and he gets some drink, and he leaves the pub, and then, you know, he just gets a forearm through his chest, and yeah, then Solomon Kane, you know, people in the town thinking that he's putting the moves on the missus, you know, but he's not. So I don't know. I'm just used to reading Kane's. He's just really cold. He's really like a blunt knife, you know. That's the way I best describe Solomon Kane. And you get this scene right here. This kid's going to look for his dad, and you know, his dad's toast, and you see this big monster right here. I think it's called the Guar or something like that. Forgot the way that you pronounce it, but yeah. So Kane's out on a mission. He's looking for it. He's looking for the monster, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to spoil that one too much. It's gonna be a story that continues though, and then in the back we get into this. Men shall die for this, and that's a famous line for Solomon Kane. There's a story that if you read, I highly recommend Savage Tales of Solomon Kane. It's like all the short stories of Solomon Kane kind of put into its best sequential order, I believe, from publication. You can get it from like $15 on Amazon, and it's best stuff I've read. I really recommend it. Love the character. They just, again, I'm sorry, men shall die for this. There's a story in there where he finds like a little girl that's been murdered by a band of assholes, and he straight travels, like globetrots after these motherfuckers just to stop them. I think he goes from Europe to Africa, and he does whatever he can just to stop them. You know, he is good versus evil incarnate. So they kind of talk about that in here. They talk about how like Solomon Kane influenced, you know, Van Helsing, Vampire Hunter D, Captain Kronos, which is my favorite. Yeah, how it's just been part of the, you know, he's been around for so long, just a lot of people don't really know who he is. So he's going to be popping up in the back of this book. I think Patrick Zurcher is going to be doing the stories for that one. I'd like to see who else is going to take a crack at it too. These books, though, they're going to be coming out bi-monthly, I think. So I hope they keep coming out. I was double checking, doing some recon on that, and it's every other month. So yeah, but definitely, here's the preview for next month or month after next. It's got a host of new people coming in. It's gonna have Richard Pace. This one looks pretty fun. I like the way that the drawings look in here. Yeah, but definitely Two Horns Way Up. You guys got to go check this out. I love the, again, oversized format. They're trying to keep it gangster, like the old books. Love the variety. Love the newsprint. Love the black and white. Again, I just hope they you know, do more like traditional black and whites without less of the I don't know if it's scan throughs and I don't know the fucking 3D references and whatnot. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to be launching a Butch Cleaver 2 on Fund My Comic Saturday night at midnight Eastern Time. First 10 backers are going to get sketch charged by me. So they're going to be characters from the Butch Cleaver verse. So if you guys don't know about that, that's my book. I'll have a link in the description if you guys want to check out the campaign. The page hasn't launched yet, but it's about a butcher who gets killed and he's brought back to life by a voodoo curse. And the curse gives him the power to control bone on like a molecular level. You don't know what a molecule is, but yeah, it's a gothic horror western. It's in a fantastical world that I made up, and yeah, you guys might like it. But thanks for watching. Always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. I'll see you guys later. Bye.